Ever wanted to try something new, but you just keep holding yourself back?
Yeah. Hi beauties. Today I wanted to chill a little bit, especially after all our Korea content, and do two things with you guys. First is I found this delicious looking matcha milk bread recipe and I really want to attempt to make it. I've never tried making bread in my life. And also tell you about something that I did recently, which was overcoming my greatest fear: public speaking. So with the theme of doing something scary for the first time, let's do it together.
No matter what our challenge is, it starts with the ingredients. For baking, it's always simple and familiar things: flour, yeast, milk, sugar, and eggs. Nothing crazy. Kind of like life in our comfort zone. Safe and predictable.
Milk bread is kind of like an Asian styled bread that's super soft, slightly sweet, really fluffy. It's the ones that you normally find at like Korean and Japanese bakeries. But today I wanted to mix it up a little and add some matcha to it, because what is fear without a little bit of bitterness? I have never made bread before. It also scares me because it just seems super precise and I'm just not a very precise person, but we are stepping outside our comfort zones.
Our specialty ingredients, matcha. But let's not forget to add 3/4 of a cup of anxiety, 80 grams of self-doubt, and 2 teaspoons of imposter syndrome into the mix too.
Wait, that's a lot. Oh my gosh, I cannot. For cooking matcha, you don't have to use the ceremonial grade because that's better for drinking, because it's like you're enjoying the real quality of it. The lower grade matcha is good enough.
These are bold flavors, packed full of benefits that remind us we're on the brink of something new and kind of scary. And how we prepare these can make or break the final product. 2 weeks ago, my challenge wasn't bread, it was facing my nightmare of public speaking, to host 2 workshops over 2 days to complete strangers. Yep, that's me, an introvert with social anxiety, literally dying on the inside thinking, how did I get myself into this? So we put all our dry ingredients into the mixer and it's time to knead. Kneading always reminds me of that first push outside of our comfort zone, starting at a low speed and with a gentle force enough to combine all the delicate ingredients together. Everything is unfamiliar and it could all fall apart now. This is usually when that first wave of doubt really hits me. And I'm like, who would want to listen to me? What do I know? I'm just going to embarrass myself. I'm not ready for this. Okay, oh my God, I'm so stressed. So basically I got the opportunity to partner up with New Lounge again, which is the skincare community. I'm holding 2 workshops, so actually 4 in total, all about K-beauty. And you might think, girl, you talk about K-beauty all the time. But let me tell you, to talk 1 hour in front of people who I don't really like, I don't know how much they know about skincare. I don't know if they're even interested in skincare. They're like literally not the people who I would normally be talking about K-beauty with. And just like literally I'm shaking because the thought of speaking for 1 hour, that haunts me so much, which is why I was in such deep thought about what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, that I took the train the opposite direction for about 30 minutes and ended up in Queens. So I am not a good public speaker. I also overthink everything. And if you guys also find yourself in a position where you feel super nervous, stressed, I also just like to get myself out of that mindset by reminding myself that they don't care about you. They care about the information that you can share, and they care about what you already know. And the fact that you have been invited to speak there is also because you do know stuff. And so I should just give myself more credit. And I do know a lot of stuff. You know when like everything makes sense in your head and then you say it out and it's like crickets, because it's like, okay, that didn't come out the way that I thought it was. So anyway, what helps with everything is preparation, and right now I'm just in the preparation stage. I'm gonna finish writing all my notes. I'm halfway through, and then I'm going to practice it out loud.
And the thing is, I've actually had the opportunity to be on a few panels now, and each time I was freaking out, overcoming that same fear of embarrassment, of self-doubt, and feeling like an imposter. It doesn't get any easier, and it's just as scary every time. But I noticed something does change. Resistance. Like this dough, you don't knead it once and it's done.
I don't know.
The recipe says to do it one time, then stop for a few minutes to assess. You pinch it, stretch it out, and see if the consistency has formed enough, because we're looking for that flexibility. If we don't see that, then back into the mixer it goes, and we keep kneading. We're letting time loosen the resistance. And that's what it feels like whenever I do something new, whether that's meeting new people, public speaking, trying a new filming technique, and maybe it could be learning to speak up or being more honest with ourselves. Whatever it is, where there's tension, there's growth.
Wow, it's like truly stretchy now. So, that looks pretty good.
Now we cover the dough and give it time to slowly rise. This adds two important and invisible ingredients: stillness and rest. Over the years, I've learned that rest is just as important as action. And it's more than just getting enough sleep. There's at least 7 different types of rest: physical, mental, emotional, sensory, creative, social, and spiritual. And for me, I need a bit of all of them to feel fully fulfilled and energized to tackle any scary challenges like this one. Otherwise, I'd be like, yeah, pass, I'm not doing that. And that opportunity might never come again. Like mental rest, for example. I actually love to sit in silence. Sounds kind of weird, but during that time, I envision myself doing that scary thing, the message that I want to deliver, and how I want people to feel when it's over. Because I realized over the many years of either talking to a camera or public speaking is that it's a lot like acting. You're playing a role and presenting a part of yourself that can best deliver a certain message. And I learned that this role is best played when I take the time to actually reflect inwards and connect with my vulnerable side to draw from real experiences. I used to think being good at something was to do it flawlessly and to say it in the perfect way. But the pressure of this kind of make-believe perfection that's just really in our own minds was actually what was giving me the anxiety.
And so what am I saying?
Because let's be honest, none of us are perfect and we're all a work in progress, and that's actually what we all connect with the most.
I've always had this thing of being too scared to embarrass myself or like seem like a nuisance or be annoying to other people, and like, I don't know what it is. Maybe this is like the oldest daughter syndrome, where you always have to feel like you have your life together and then you can't do anything unless it's like perfect or you know it'll be accepted. Why is that? Why is that? On one hand, it makes you really good at preparing and being independent and being able to work through things yourself. But on the other hand, it can really... How rude. So I think over the years, I've learned to just like take myself less seriously through sharing these like mistakes, you know, because like people connect through shared experiences. Like no one is out here being perfect. Even the concept of that is just stupid to even say, but like it's just so different when it's in your own head. You're like, oh my god, I have to make it this way. If I don't do it like that, they're gonna judge me, they're gonna think all these things of me. But actually, it's really not that serious. Anyway, let's check on this bread.
With a little bit of practice, slowly and quietly, it builds strength and becomes something more than when we started.
Has it risen to the occasion? Whoa! Guys!
That's like more than double. That's like triple the size. Whoa, it's so smooth as well.
So we have risen, and this is where it starts to get exciting. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's still a nerve-wracking situation, but we're rolling ourselves into shape. Or better yet, reshaping who we were to become the version we need to be for the big moment. A few days before my event, my nails were in rough shape. Like, I mean, you know something's up if your nails are looking like this. All that time spent on developing internally, now it's time to take care of the external. So I had to get my nails primed and prepped. Ah, much better. Next is dress to impress.
I am currently trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to wear because I literally don't know how to dress anything but casual.
What we wear also says a lot about us, whether we like to admit it or not. What made this particularly hard for me was that it's actually been a hot minute since I had to look presentable, and I was pretty much out of touch with what I even had in my own closet.
I also have this like brown dress that I wanted to wear for something, but it's like giving too much brown. I've never worn these like skirt pants. It's kind of weird. It's like, is it a skirt or is it pants?
But at the end of the day, wear whatever makes you feel comfortable and confident, and you can't fail. So we opted for these.
Okay, this is the look. So instead, we have all white and then the little moosey shoes.
Guys, to have finally made it to this point, it's literally taken hours. Like, hours! No one told me most of bread making is literally just waiting for it to rise and expand. How symbolic. It's when we can see all the fruits of our labor, our blood, sweat, and tears almost right in front of us. And it's a small window of heat and pressure that brings it all together. It's the hard moments that shape us in ways that comfort never could.
Okay, so because we put the lid on there, literally will not know what it looks like until we take it out. So it's not like a cake where I can kind of track if it's going well or not.
It all hinges on this next 35 minutes. It's go time.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel nothing. My hands.
Bing, we're ready.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what it looks like. What if it turned out terribly? Oh my gosh! It's like the perfect height too. This is my successful neko dance. You can call me Baker Fell.
How was it?
Was it good? Was it good? Our first workshop. Okay, guys, I am unhinged because it was supposed to go for 1 hour and I talked for like an hour and a half. But I'm so happy because everyone was actually like, I learned so much. We did it!
Honestly, this looks pretty good. I have to admit, I was not expecting this.
So soft and it smells like matcha. Oh my gosh, look, it's got a mouth. It's smiling.
Lighting a candle because nothing like the sweet taste of success, which is almost just as satisfying as that feeling when you finally did something that you dreaded and that you might have been really scared about, that you overthought a lot, only to realize it really wasn't that bad. And so making this bread really wasn't different to overcoming my fear of public speaking, of social anxiety, fear of judgment, just like everything that I built up in my own head and like all the limiting beliefs that I had about myself. And all it takes is just kind of like putting one foot in front of the other, or just taking little steps at a time, like with baking. And by the end of it, the taste of success is so sweet. And even if it didn't turn out 100%, you've learned so much along the way. You guys, it's so soft. If I could tell anything to my younger self, it's that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone as long as you're doing it with intention and purpose and you know why you're doing it, because you want to just be a better version of yourself for growth. That actually is the biggest measure of success. I hope it gives you all a little bit of strength to know that you're not alone in feeling scared or vulnerable. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this day of baking with me. I know it was a little different. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know what recipes you want me to try next time. It is now almost 11 o'clock, but it was all worth it. And I'll see you guys really soon.